What is up guys, Brix here back with week 9 of building the Umbaran Airbase in LEGO. Hopefully in this week's segment we are going to be fully completing a main vehicle for Umbara really. As well as finishing up a detail that I have wanted to do for quite a while, and maybe making a start on the door for the actual airbase itself. So without further ado, make sure to please drop a like and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel. We'll get right in to this week's segment. So starting off this week's segment, as you can see, 2 packages have arrived. So I'm going to quickly go ahead and get right into opening up those. So as you can see in here, we have 150 1x1 black plates. Not too interesting, but I am ordering a bunch of 1x2 black tiles, so these are going to be really helpful when those arrive. So as you can see, there is a bunch of packing peanuts in here, but this is basically everything that I ordered. A bunch of pieces for that vehicle that we ordered a bunch of pieces for last week, which hopefully we are going to be building this week, but I picked up a bunch of these, one of these bricks. This piece that I know I've got loads of, I just couldn't find them, so I ordered another one. A couple of these Technic pins, some clips / hinges, this dark blue grill, and then some dark blue 1x2s that I, again, definitely know I've got, I just can't find them. But that is those. So as you can see here, we do have pretty much all the pieces. There might be 1 or 2 that I might not have got for some reason, but I am pretty certain all the parts are here for it. We do clearly have the sticker sheet here as well, but I am going to do a quick time lapse of me building this up, and I'll be back once I have done that. So after about 25 minutes, this is what we've got done. There are obviously a lot of replacement pieces. These are going to be in a light bluish grey, but when they arrive, I will somehow swap them out. I'm just using my iPad here to go through the instructions, but I do think this is looking pretty good. If you do recognise this, then good job, because at the minute this looks really weird. So I'm going to keep building and I'll be back. So for those of you who did take a guess last episode, this is the vehicle that we were making. I am going to be severely modifying this because it just looks dreadful, but I'm going to keep the mechanism, just like take out the actual like flick fire, so the angles and the bar at the back that you turn to make it turn, that's all going to be kept. Just this, you know, the flick fire missile thing, that's what I'm going to be taking off. But the back of this opens up. You can have an Umbaran in there. Pointless because you're not going to see it, but I am going to have one sat in the front. All of the legs move. This does obviously open up. That's about it really, but this is the Umbaran heavy tank basically, or heavy cannon, whichever you prefer. But I do really like this set. Not too many stickers to it. These, you know, I did buy those 4 pieces anyway, so it's not too bad. Sticker here and 2 on the inside there and there. So that is 100% the right set. The main thing, as I pointed out earlier, is these, I might not actually need to change these because It's a bit wobbly, but it does do the job, because over here it's the underneath that's not got it, and over here it's the top that's not got it, if you can sort of see that on both sides. But that does work nicely, so that's good at least. So as you can see from this reference picture, this just isn't really, it looks right obviously, there is a piece missing over there, but this is going to be taken out because for the actual mock I don't really need that on there. I'm going to modify this to make it look a bit more realistic, probably put just a dark bluish grey like pipe down there, sort of like the nozzle from this set, because I do think that does look quite realistic. Again, this is also a Clone Wars set. So as you can see, this is what we took off, about maybe 4 or 5 pieces, and this is what we've basically come up with. I do want to try add some detail on there. I don't know about the like garbage can piece on there, just adds like that detail, because I do like that, but again, it's just quite flat, and then it just goes like up right here. So I am going to attach it and see what it looks like. So as you can see, I do like how this looks. I think it does work. The garbage can I think works good, just to add that little bit of detail. So I am really happy with how this turned out. These past 2 weeks have sort of been filler weeks, but hopefully with a bit more progress done in this week's segment. Obviously that last week we worked on a bit of the terrain and the ATRTs. This week we're working on this and something else that I'm really not too sure on, to be honest. So another thing I want to do this week is add like a little bit of detail here. So I think I have all the parts I need here, but basically with the majority of clone mocks, you've always got to have like a little squad of just like clones running. So it's going to be, I think, 3 by either 5 or 6, just basically to fit in these tiles here. Then there can be some crates down there and some other things going on. But also it can be changed out so that I can have some clones, some Umbarans in handcuffs, and then some more clones. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and clear up this area a bit. And with that done, I do think that does look good. The tiles not lining up is a little bit annoying, but I don't want to spend more money ordering a bunch of 1x2 light bluish grey tiles to go in there and there. But basically there would be figures on there, a figure on there, and then a figure on there, and then so on and so forth the entire way back. I'll set it up real quickly so you can get an idea of what I mean. Now obviously they will all be holding guns and running, so it will look a bit better than it does now, but I think that just adds that like that splash of like it's been taken over by the military, or obviously the Republic / clones. So I am obviously gonna take those off whilst I build the rest of the thing, but we are just thinking about how stuff is gonna look in the end whilst we're building, so I don't have to go back later on when it's harder to do. But with the fence on, this does really make the figures look quite small, which is exactly what I wanted it to look like. I'm gonna take those off in a minute, but I have placed an order for all the wedge plates I need for that one, and all the wedge plates and tabs we need for that one. But as you can see, UMBARA has fallen into slight disarray, so that is going to have to wrap it up for this week's segment. Next week we are going to be starting work on the door, so we're going to head right in to the outro. So that pretty much wraps it up for this week's segment. I do hope you all enjoyed. Now, I didn't get round to tidying off the mess that's on the mock at the minute, but I do think I did get some good progress done with obviously the heavy cannon at the back, which I really think is going to really just make UMBARA look a bit more like UMBARA. So without further ado, make sure to please drop a like and subscribe, as it really does help out the channel, and most importantly, take care guys.